My fellow citizens, in January 2020, our nation faced a test unlike anything before. As the first cases of COVID-19 were reported in Canada, and in March, the World Health Organization declared a global pandemic. A virus crossed oceans, closed borders, and emptied streets that had once been alive with laughter. Today, I speak to you not only as your Prime Minister, but as your neighbor and fellow Canadian who has gone through these difficult years with you. The COVID-19 pandemic was not just a public health crisis. It was a mirror reflecting and showing who we are. We are the strongest when we stand together, not when we stand alone. That is the truth and message I want to share today. When fear spread quickly and uncertainty filled our days, we learned that courage is not about having no fear, but choosing to act even when we are afraid. Hospitals prepared for higher numbers of patients. Schools switched to online classes, and businesses closed their doors. These are real facts and things that happened that we will never forget. But behind every statistic was a real story. A nurse having to hold up a tablet so families could say goodbye. A teacher learning new technology quickly overnight. And a small business owner worried about losing years of hard work. We saw empty highways and hospital intensive care units full to the brim with patients. We were alone and isolated in our homes, but united in our hearts. That defined our era. We stayed home to protect strangers. We wore masks to protect the vulnerable. We rolled up our sleeves for vaccines and developed them in record time by scientists whose dedication saved millions of lives. We adapted, we sacrificed, we endured. I state this with purpose to remind us that we did not act just once or twice, but every single day. Despite our disagreement, when the fire threatened our town, we didn't argue about it. While our homes burned, we acted. There were times when hope felt far away. Who among us did not feel exhausted? Who did not want a handshake, a hug, a crowded celebration? But history shows us that hard times can make us greater and stronger. During the pandemic of 1918, communities that worked together and recovered faster and stronger. The message and lesson is simple. Being divided shows recovery and healing, but unity and working together helps us heal faster. As your leader, I have listened to the medical experts and community advocates. I have checked the data, weighed data, and debated policy. I stand before you knowing that none of the decisions were easy, but they were all made with one big main goal, to protect and save lives. Some people will ask if the cost was too high. I believe doing nothing would have cost us more. Sometimes the hardest path is the most compassionate one. We choose science over speculation and community over convenience. That choice saved lives. Now we rebuild. We rebuild our economy, our classrooms, our health systems, and our trust. We prepare now so we are never unprepared again. We honor those who lost, not only with words, but with an action. Let this be our turning point, not our breaking point. Let this pandemic be remembered for our strength and not our bitterness. My fellow citizens, the virus tested our lungs, but it also tested our character, and our characters stayed strong. We are a country and a nation that believes in kindness and compassion is stronger than chaos, and hope is stronger than fear. Together, we faced the storm. Together, we got through it. And together, we will rise and move forward.